Let's bring out from Parks and Recreation, Adam Scott. Writer and producer of Parks and Recreation, David King. Sit there, David. Yeah. And for some reason, from Nantucket Parks and Recreation, A.T. Wills. Should we talk about your mustache?
Yeah, we should
first?
talk about his mustache.
Got to address the mustache.
We got to talk about his mustache.
I have to say, like, this is for a part I have in a movie, but I kind of like having a mustache. It's a different way of moving through the world.
Much creepier, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's a much creepier way of making your way through the world.
A much pedophilier way of creeping through the world.
That's right.
I want to talk about room bits, just by chance. Is there a room bit over the 7 years that jumps out at you that would describe to people what room bits are, and is that a fruitful path for us to follow?
Well, I can say from experience that when I come home and try to describe a room bit to my fiance, she's like, "Stop telling me these are never funny." I know they're funny when you're at work, but you can't convey that. I will say I will try. It will fail, but Donick is, in my opinion, the king of room bits. He's the best, and like this is a perfect example why it's impossible to explain.
This is the writer's room.
These are like jokes that writers find funny, which is like, I guess, like anti-comedy. Like we spend all day writing like jokes that like the things that make us laugh are like nothing. So like Donick from the beginning of last season just lied one day and told us that we got barbecue for lunch. And we got all excited and we went into the kitchen and it was not barbecue, it was just sandwiches. We were like, what the f***? And then, like, twice a week, he goes, like, there's barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, and that's it. And we crack up every time because we know it's not barbecue. Does that make sense?
Right.
But then sometimes it is barbecue, and then that's when it's so funny.
That's a change-up. It's great. It's great. Great example.
Great example.
Adam, I wanted to extend that idea to the set. Are there set bits that the actors share or share with writers that are just a way to blow off steam in between scenes?
There's a thing that the cast does a lot called, where we say it's called dark parks, where we're doing a scene and we come up with the super dark version of the scene. Like it gets really dark. Like if it's a scene where Leslie and I are walking into Ron's office to ask him for that we need some money allocated to this particular park or something, and then we run out. We say, dark parks, and we come up with a version where Leslie and I walk in and I pull out a shotgun and blow his head off, and then we just have sex on his desk, and then like I off onto his body.
Yeah, that's a lot, and that's
dark parks.
I was curious to know, we're big Game of Thrones fans, and it's not just the geek stuff, but it's the Batman costume and all that. That's one of the things that we really enjoy about the show is those little tidbits. So I'm wondering how much fun you have as writers finding those, and whether those are organic as part of the writing process, or you kind of look for those to insert them in.
The day the Game of Thrones chair was on set, there was not one person on staff who did not go down and get their picture in it, if that gives you an idea.
Also,
my family came in and had pictures in it.
It was a huge event, and our executive producer came up to the writer's room and like very calmly sat us down and was like, I don't want to throw a wrench into your plans, but for episode 9 or whatever, you will have access to the throne. And we were like, what? And we all just like freaked out.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
And Mike also had a video of Lena Headey watching the scene with Amy and I with the Iron Throne and laughing, and it was just weird to see Cersei laugh and smile. It was amazing.
But all of those references are super fun to come up with, and I also think that they're intentional. Like, I think there is some thought into it because we want the show to feel real, and people in real life are always talking about shows that they watch and movies that they watch and books that they've read and all of that kind of thing. And I don't know, I think it helps people, makes the characters feel more like people who